Hi guys, it's me, Danielle Danibuttons, and I'm here today with my October finished pages and a little bit of November plan talk. I don't have any props for November, so it will just be a little chat. But first of all, one nail chipped always. Ugh, sorry about that. I'm very self-conscious about it because for like years, that's the one negative comments I get will be about my nails. It's very strange. But anyway, so this will be a probably short video. I didn't get very many pages done. I had such good intentions. I did get a lot of the Disney pages that I wanted to do done, so that was good, but not much else. Obviously, here's the spoiler stack. I'm filming in the living room again, so I do not have much space to put stuff. But yes, my goal, my minimum goal was to hit 10 pages, and I was really hoping to hit like 20 Disney pages alone, which that was obviously a stretch, and I only finished 9, but I will show you these 9 and then talk about how I plan to change things for November. We shall see. First up, 101 unique mandalas. This was actually my last video, so if you saw that, you saw this, but basically I'll try to move them a little bit. I wanted to do a page with my dot markers. I haven't done one in a while, and I thought this was the best book for that because it has some simpler mandalas in here. So I did. Where's my post-it? Boop-a-doo. This bad boy. Yep. I basically just picked 5 markers. Tried to pick Halloween colors, but I think I only have 12 dot markers total, so I did the best I could with what I had, and I just did a bunch of dots and lines, and I really think it's fun and different, and I just always like to throw in a quirky page every once in a while to mix things up. So I've not tried dotting other books. I think her name is Kate Colors with a C on Instagram. She does dot work on like all of her pages, especially her miniature pages, and it looks so cool that I definitely want to try that out coming soon. But for now, I've just stuck to my mandala, so that's that one. Also, speaking of Camelia Angelkova, if you haven't seen, she has a new miniature book came out this morning, Festive Miniatures, so it's kind of a Christmas sequel. I don't know, I just ordered mine, so when it gets here, I'll do a flip, but I'm not sure how much is Christmas and how much is winter, but when I know, you'll know. But yes, that is page number 1. Should I keep these? I'm going to try to put these behind the camera, and hopefully everything doesn't fall down. All right, next up, I got 1 official Halloween page done, and it was from Happy Halloween by Color Questopia. I think this was last year's book, potentially 2 years ago at this point. Yep, 2021. Whew. So let's see what page I did. Oh, good. They're yellowing. No, that's not from this year. Ay. Hold on. I did the skeletons. I don't remember. Oh, the prompt was just for Color Questopia, and I just wanted to pick one that didn't have too many colors at the time. I used my, what are you called? The Bic Intensity markers. They're the permanent markers, and I had a set of them to travel with, and they are starting to run out. So I'm probably gonna have to mix in the colors that haven't run out or get a new set. I don't know. I always wait and find them on sale. So I will investigate that situation. But for now, this is what we got. When they're running out, I got mostly even coverage. It just took longer. And then I ended up trying to do it in even striping. So it kind of looked like wood, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, they only list the colors that they use on the side, which is nice because then I could see that there wasn't too many. I did change this. All these drops wanted to be like 5 different colors, and I just made them the one because it was strange that was the only place that color, like there's literally 120, which is dark blue. And I was like, that's going to look weird. Oh, there's 2, but I don't know. I just made them all purple. So that was my executive decision. All right, then the rest are all giant Disney pages. Again, I was trying to do tons and tons this month, and I did not get them all done, but I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 done, which is pretty good. Oh, that makes sense. I only did 9 pages, and I showed you 2. But I was trying to focus. Well, first, priority was focusing on my prompts for my Patreon bingo. And my second priority was trying to focus on villains when I could. So I ended up doing like an outlining session, which I kind of thought helped a lot. So I just sat one day and I think I outlined 4 pages at once with my black acrylic marker. And then throughout the month, I colored them in. And I kind of really like doing that because outlining is my favorite part, but also tends to take the longest. So having like a dedicated outline session was really nice. And I might try to continue doing that going forward and seeing if that helps get more done. Obviously, that sometimes leaves me with pages that are just outlined and I don't color them in. But for me, that just makes them a normal coloring page. You know what I mean? Like, now it's not a mystery, but it's still a coloring page with lines, so I don't mind that either. But first page I did was from Villains, and I think this is my second ever page in Villains, and it is a horizontal page, and it is Kronk. I'm going to stand for 1 second to make sure we are still in frame. Yes, nailing it. Okay, so it's Kronk, and I think this is the first month, maybe the second, that I use Kathy's method. Kathy from Spicy Cat Colors, she doesn't necessarily worry about all of the shading. So I've started to not worry about all the shading too. And honestly, it makes it more fun. And what does that mean? For example, this background was 2 shades of blue. That one wouldn't have been too hard, but I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. So I just did the 1 shade all the way across, and you don't know that it was 2 shades without looking at the answers, so it still looks good. This one didn't have too much extra shading, but it did. It had some. So I think there were more colors in the flames, and I just didn't worry about that. And then this Trident, yes, 3, Trident, was supposed to be yellow outlined, but I just made it black outlined to stand out more. And also the yellow is most likely to run into other colors. So I figured, this was fine. I did, as you can see, do some shading on his body, but I didn't do all of the shading. But I thought this kind of emphasized the picture and wasn't too much, if that makes any sense at all. I think the rest of the examples will give you a better idea of the no shading, but yes. Also, his skin was supposed to be 2 or 3 colors, and I just went with the 1, but especially how small it is, I thought that worked out nicely. So there we go. There's Kronk, and he is Devil Kronk. So, whoop. Next, I finally, whoa, sorry, the book was falling. Hold on, I caught it. I got it. Okay. I did my first page, I think, in Seasons, finally, and this one is definitely going to stay out because there's a lot of good holiday pages in here, and I'm in holiday mode, but there's also a bunch of fall pages in here in case that I don't go full holiday mode. I'm probably going full holiday mode, but I did Donald. Where are you at, Donald? Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Donald, and he's dressed as the devil. So here's potentially, yeah, I think this is a better example of not doing the shading. His robe was supposed to have a bunch of different shades in it. And again, even in the background, I narrow it down, and instead of doing tons of colors, I'll just do 1 or 2. Yep. I'm trying to see what other shading I didn't do, but you get the idea. And again, I still think he looks great, especially like Donald is one of the older characters, so it makes sense to me that he doesn't have shading like the newer characters, because that's just not what they would have done anyway. So that worked out, but the page is super cute and I like it. I don't know if I have much more to say. There were actually a few of the characters in their costumes, and I wish I had gotten to more, but there is always next year. And again, you can do it whatever time you want. I just know me personally, I'm probably in Christmas mode till the end of the year. Then we can go back to other stuff, but and I can tell that that's Tigger, so that's exciting. On the next page. But yeah, there's so many cute holiday pages in this one. Next up, should I do this one next? Sure. This is the newest currently out, which is the Special Portraits, and I love this one. It's kind of back to the simple vibes of Grand Classics Tomb 1 through 3, and those are my favorite. And since this is so much newer, it has a bunch of the newer movies, and I'm really loving this one. I did 3 this month, which I think brings me up to 5 already. Or I'm making that up, who knows? But let's see which ones I did. Is this the first tab? Yep. Okay. So I did Randall. And he's a villain. This is him from Monsters University. So it's a young Randall. I just thought it was super cute. And again, if you haven't seen me do these pages before, I do all of my black outlining in the Arteza acrylic paint pens. And then I fill it in with usually my Staedtler dual tip fiber water-based pen. So water-based is how you want to go in these because they're double-sided, and then the acrylic paint is also water-based. So I like just doing the outlines. I think it makes them super bold. The Arteza acrylic, they're very, very affordable. I think it was like $13 for 12 black markers, but they have a tiny bit of shine. So when I go through my 12, I might look into finding a matte version instead, but it's not a huge deal. It's honestly a bigger deal filming than it is in person. It's just like it'll get that shine. So if that's what you're seeing, I apologize. But I thought this page was super cute and fun. So there we go. Next, I did Rhino. He is from Bolt, which is not a very popular movie, but I thought he was pretty cute. And again, he's one that I did less shading. I think they wanted all the browns all over, and I just kind of segmented out where the browns were going to be, and I still think he's super cute. So not much to say about Rhino. This was actually the first one I did this month, so I guess I could say that. And then finally, I did Zurg. So again, trying to do those villains, and yep, I had to make some decisions with his shading. There was a lot more on him, but I was like, not going to worry about it. And then another tip with these books is sometimes they want so many shades of the same color. Since it's water-based, I just kind of layer. So I think this was one gray that I just layered, but what I will say is make sure you wait a minute between the layers because you want it to be completely dry, or you will have some bleed through if you're just layering wet on wet. So, well, that's what I do. I can tell a lot of this was just layers because I just didn't have that many colors. So I just waited for it to dry and then did wet on wet. And then hopefully you can see there is no bleed through. So who's that? That is Moana's grandma. So those are the 3 pages I did in that one. And I think I'm just going to always have this one on my cart because I really love it a lot. So excited for that. And then finally, I did 2 pages from Fantastic Creatures or Fantasy Creatures. I don't know. And let's see what I did. I did, Mushu. It's actually page number 1 in this book. I need a dragon. And I feel like every time the dragon prompt comes up, I do... Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I have to take my medicine after I'm done filming. Every time the dragon prompt comes up, I do Maleficent in her dragon form. But Mushu's a dragon too, so I did Mushu this month. And there's actually a few dragons in here because... it's the Fantasy Creature book. In fact, one of the dragons I did for a different month prompt is Madame Mim. But this month I did Merlin as a turtle. I had to do my favorite animal, which is a turtle. So I found Merlin turtle and it worked out beautifully. This is another example of to make the second shade, I just did a second layer. It's subtle, but it works. And again, so many more colors that I just ignored. If you see at the bottom, so like, they wanted me to use 10 different shades of like black and blue. No, thank you. I didn't do that. So no. Obviously, if you have the colors and the time and the patience and the want, go for it. But for me, this helps make it a little bit more fun when it goes nice and quick. So yes, that's my last page. I'm going to keep this out while I talk about my November plans because I don't have any props. But okay, still in frame. November. So as you may have heard, because I don't stop talking about it, it's almost my birthday. My birthday is actually this Saturday, November 4th. I am super excited because I love my birthday. Why not? I don't know. I'm definitely a birthday gal. I'm actually going to Medieval Times with my friend Lydia, and I can't wait for that too because apparently it's been like 9 years since I went, and Medieval Times is actually the location of Sam and my first date back almost 14 years ago. So, can't wait for that. But right now is like birthday week in my mind. So I have Halloween, then I have birthday week, and then it's Christmas. So I'm going full Christmas pretty soon. So I assume for the most part, my goal for November and December is going to be just Disney pages and Christmas pages. I'm trying to focus more on coloring than I have been. Problem has been I've been doing all the other crafts. I'm still needle pointing a whole bunch, which has been so fun. I finished my first project and I'm almost finished with my second project, so I'm definitely spending a lot of time on that. And I have been doing quilting class, which is a lot of fun. I decided for quilting class, I'm not going to do homework, so I'm just going to quilt in class, and I think that will take off some stress from that. And now I have a bunch of Christmas crafts that I need to work on. I'm remaking my advent calendar, which I think this was 2021 also, maybe even 2020. But I have an advent calendar that I made from paper, again, over a decade ago, that I taped to my wall. And I put different prompts in there for like daily activities and a daily movie. And every time one fell off the wall, because I just tape it up there, Noodles was eating them, all my wall prompts. She loves to eat some paper. So I finally decided to remake it. I'm actually laminating it. So hopefully if it falls off the wall, she cannot chomp them, or at least it'll give me a head start and slow her down. But I've been doing that, and I have a Christmas diamond painting I want to get to. It's actually nutcrackers that I just got from Michael's. It's a small one, and I have the rest of my New Craft Day projects. I actually finished the one sign, and I was going to show it to you, but now it's in the other room, and I'm not going to go run and get it. I apologize. What else am I doing? Yes, so for coloring, I've decided to help me focus. You know, I like to do, quote, easier pages. I'm really into color by number, first and foremost. So I'm thinking I might try to like start my day by coloring a page, or just coloring for 30 minutes and just like have breakfast and color and see what happens. And hopefully that gets more pages done. I think that will be good for me because I do miss coloring, but I haven't been making time for it. So hopefully that will help. My goal is always 30 pages. I obviously have not hit that goal in a very long time, but it will remain my goal. So yes, I obviously am busy a few weekends though this month. So we'll see. That we just make goals for fun. If we don't hit them, we don't hit them. Yes. So for Disney, I'm hoping to do seasonal pages. And also in November, my theme historically has been princesses, because I'm like, I'm a birthday princess, so let's do princess pages. So that's always my goal there. And yes, other than that, the Christmas stuff, I would love to like color in all of the Christmas books. I've already bought 3 new ones this year, and I don't even know. I feel like more are gonna come out, and I'm gonna buy more. Like I bought the Camellia one, and I bought one from Circulism Arts, is that what they call themselves? AJ Quinnell. They came out with 6 this year, so I managed to only buy 1. And I also bought Sachin's new Chibi Christmas. So, yikes. Already so excited, but now I gotta get to work. But that's mostly it for videos. Boy, do I hope to have some. Good gosh. I did not do great with that in October either, but I'm gonna try. I do have 2 rounds of treatment this month, so we will see how tired we are. And that's another reason, like, I'm not actually putting any pressure on myself, but I just miss you guys, so I would like to. Also, I got requests to do a live. I would love to do a live sometime this month. It might be a surprise. It might be like 1 or 2 days notice, because I don't want to commit and then not have it work out. But if I do a live and there's notice, I'll put it on my community tab and probably on Instagram. So keep an eye out for that. Hoping to do some live coloring, because that is fun. What else? What else? Other plans? I don't think so. Hopefully you'll be seeing more of me. Hopefully I'll do a Disney page on video this month. A princess, I'm sure. Hopefully I will do, let me see if I wrote anything else down. Ooh. Sorry. I'll try to be very quick. Oh yes, at the end of the month, I'm going to do my Advent setup. So again, if you watched back, and it was either 2020 or 2021, I think I picked like 35 pages just to have extras, where basically I put them randomly in my calendar and then would pick them every day and try to color them. So I'm hoping to do that again, and I will probably set it up on camera. So keep an eye out for that. Then I'll have my monthly page. I'm probably going to have a haul because I already have those 3 coloring books and my birthday's real soon. So I'll share any crafty things with you. And other than that, we're gonna have to see what I come up with. So stick around, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including our secret word, turtle. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. And I'll see you soon with something new. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around. And that's it. Yeah. Bye, friends.